There are parts of Australia's political landscape that need to hear this like a bell tolling at midnight, loud, unavoidable, and echoing long after the words stop. Grow up. For too long, certain right-wing voices and their hanger-oners have drenched Australia in negativity and called it tough love. They've spat division into the air and pretended it was patriotism. They bullied, sneered and shouted at anyone who dared imagine a better future, and then acted shocked when the country stopped listening. Let's be clear, you didn't lose elections because Australia lost its way. You lost because you did. You lost because you offered nothing, no vision, no courage, no respect, just noise. You wrapped yourself in the flag like a costume and expected applause. You confused anger for leadership, and you've mistook trust, cruelty for strength. You acted like the nation was your personal property, and that the people of Australia have handed you a reality check. And here's the part that should sting the most. The young people you love to mock, lecture and dismiss, they're showing more respect, more maturity, more responsibility than the so-called adults that claim to speak for them. While you're busy picking fights, they're busy building futures. While you're stirring up fear, they're stitching communities together. While you're clinging to old grudges, they're imagining a country that actually works. They're not afraid of the future, you are. And that fear is poisoning our national conversation. Australia doesn't need more cultural war tantrums. Australia don't need more performative outrage. Australia doesn't need leaders who pretend to care while tearing at the fabric of the country. Australia needs adults, which we have in charge right now. Adults who can disagree without demeaning. Adults who can lead without dividing. Adults who understand that respect is not optional. It's the minimum requirement for holding power. So hear this clearly. If you want to lead this country, stop acting like the country owes you anything. And if you want to talk about values, stop weaponising them. If you want to claim patriotism, stop using Australia as a shield for your own insecurity. Because the truth is ringing loudly. Whether you like it or not, the future will not be shaped by those who shout the loudest. It will be shaped by those who show up, grow up and lift up. And right now, that's not you. It's the young people you underestimate. It's the communities you ignore. It's the Australians who are tired of being dragged backwards by people who refuse to evolve. Grow up or step aside. Australia is moving on. And before I finish there, one more group that needs to hear this even louder: the disrespectful, foul-mouthed, self-appointed patriots who spend their days poisoning social media. You know exactly who you are. You sit behind screens or you sit on screens throwing insults like confetti, convinced that volume equals truth. You attack anyone that dares to imagine a better Australia. You'll probably attack me. And then you pretend it's just debate. It's not debate, it's cowardice. You call yourself defenders of the nation, but you can't even defend your own arguments without resorting to abuse. You talk about values, but the only value you show is disrespect. You claim to love Australia, but every post you make drags the country down. And here's the part that should ring in your ears long after the speech ends. You are not the voice of Australia. You're an echo chamber of your own fear. While you're busy peddling hate, real Australians, especially young Australians, are out there doing the work. They're building communities you never stepped foot in. They're solving problems you've never acknowledged. They're showing respect in a single conversation that you can't show in 1,000 comments. You're not being silenced, you're being ignored because you refuse to grow and you refuse to grow up. So let me say this clear, so even the loudest among you pretend you didn't hear it. You can't pretend you didn't hear it. If you want to be part of Australia's future, start acting like it. Deserve to be. If you want to be taken seriously, stop behaving like the country owes you attention. If you want to talk about patriotism, start respecting the people who actually make this country work. Because the future is not waiting for you to catch up. It's already moving, and the people leading it aren't the ones shouting online. They're the ones showing up in real life. Grow up or get out of the way. Australia has better things to do.